Hi. Thanks for still being here. Thanks for still being subscribed to this channel. I haven't done anything with it for a really long time, so I'm very, very happy that you're still here. I have a big announcement for you. It's a really, really big deal to me, because for years I have secretly, and it's only secretly because I really don't have very many friends who are also into this, I have been a big, big fan of TV horror hosts. Guys like The Ghoul, Svengoolie, Sir Graves Ghastly, Zachary the Cool Ghoul, people like that who show monster movies on TV, and they tell jokes and they dress up in costumes and perform sketches before, during, and after the movie. I've always loved that format. I've loved people who do that. Anybody who does that, I've always just felt this really deep connection to them. Like, we're brothers, or, we're family, even though you don't know it. I love that you do this. So for a long time, I've wanted to do this too, but I just, either I didn't, I was focused on other things, or I just didn't have an idea that I thought was good enough. But as of today, that has changed. I am a horror host. I am Frankentiner. And this character that I play, Frankentiner, he is a combination of the former lead singer of the MC5, Robin Tyner, who I'm very happy to say was a family friend, really. My mom used to go to church with him on Sundays when she was a little girl, and my great-grandparents, sometimes they would feed him on Sundays, and they attended his funeral. And my dad used to hang out with him at this flea market in Royal Oak on the weekends. I love the MC5. I've always thought that was such a neat thing that we were connected to Rob Tyner. I love his singing. So my character, Frankentiner, combines Rob Tyner with Frankenstein's monster. Any of you MC5 fans out there, I hope you'll get a kick out of the little jokes I make here and there that relate to the band's songs, and also some of what Rob Tyner did during his solo career. I play Frankentiner, and the title of the show is Content Abnormal. And what I do, I'm a horror host, but instead of being a TV horror host, I'm a radio horror host. So I'm Frankentiner, and I'm not going to do the voice right now. I want you to listen to the show and experience it for the first time there. I'm Frankentiner, and I've got my buddy Dave who's helping me run the show, and we're stuck in this mysterious underground facility, and we call it Area MCA 51. I came up with Area MCA 51 because I thought of Area 51 and the MC5, and then I also wanted to put an A in there for MCA, Universal Home Entertainment, because I've loved the Universal Monsters movies ever since I was a little kid, and I used to pop in these VHS tapes, and there would be an advertisement for other titles in the Universal Monsters library, and the advertisement would begin, MCA, Universal Home Entertainment presents, and then they would show the Wolfman and say, these are available at the spooktacular price of $14.95 suggested retail. And I always loved that advertisement, and I grew up loving Universal monster movies and just Universal Studios movies, all kinds of them. So we're in Area MCA 51, and I present old-time radio dramas, spooky ones. And old-time radio is something that I've loved since I was a little kid. My great-grandfather introduced me to the art of old-time radio when he gave me a cassette tape of a radio broadcast of The Shadow that starred Orson Welles. So for this first episode of Content Abnormal, I wanted to showcase an episode of The Shadow, my first radio favorite, and it's an episode that does star Orson Welles. If you'd like to listen to the Content Abnormal show, I've got the link in the description down below. And I also want to tell you, Content Abnormal is also the title of a magazine that some friends and I are creating, and if all goes as I hope, that magazine's going to be available by mid-October. I'm hoping to publish it through, we'll see how this goes. I've self-published through Amazon one other time. I illustrated this edition of Ring Lardner's You Know Me, Al, and I had fun with that. So I'm going to go through Amazon again. Hopefully you'll be able to read it for Kindle by mid-October. Content Abnormal is going to be a horror, science fiction, and fantasy movie and literature fan magazine, modeled most primarily after, that sounded ridiculous, influenced by Famous Monsters of Filmland magazine, which I love. We're going to have movie reviews, interviews, and original short stories. And it is turning out beautifully. We're going to have my artwork in there as well, paintings. For the first issue, we were lucky enough to have Bobby Ray Schaefer, the guy who played the actor who portrayed Psycho Cop, Officer Joe Vickers in the movies Psycho Cop and Psycho Cop Returns. He did an interview with us, and he answered our questions so thoroughly, and I love how this interview turned out. And also my friend Justin Pizowl, another YouTuber, he reviewed the first Psycho Cop movie. I've come up with original paintings to accompany the Pizowl's interview and Bobby Ray Schaefer's Pizowl's movie review and Bobby Ray Schaefer's interview, and just I've got friends who are writing stories for it, and it's turning out beautifully, and I can't wait to just get it out there. If you're wondering what I've been doing since I've not been doing YouTube, I've shifted my focus to painting. I've been doing lots and lots of painting, and I've been painting monsters, like classic horror movie icons, like, Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi, Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing, Vincent Price, Lon Chaney Sr., guys like that, guys whom I've been big fans of ever since I was like 4 years old and I first saw the 1931 film version of Frankenstein. So if I can figure out how to use this new video editing software that I've been tinkering with, it's called VSDC Free Video Editor, and I'm using it because it's free. I'll show you right now some of the paintings that I've completed, and I'll put links to my Instagram in the video description below. I want to tell you right now I am auctioning off quite a few of these paintings that I've completed to help pay for the printing costs for this upcoming Content Abnormal magazine. I'm hoping lots and lots of people get to read it through Amazon.com, but I am going to print some actual tangible copies to give to family, friends, neighbors, and to my contributors. And I'm auctioning off these paintings to help cover those costs as well as pay my own bills. So if any of you are interested, I'm also going to link my eBay store in the video description down below so you can see what I've still got available. Yeah, Content Abnormal, Frankentiner, the podcast, audio show, magazine, painting. I've been reading a lot. That's what I've been up to. I hope you've all been doing... sounds so phony, but I mean it. Like, I hope you've all been doing very well. I hope you've all been happy, and really, I am so appreciative of your continued support, that you're still around, that you're still watching, that you're still looking out for me, that you're still here, that you are still a subscriber. Thank you. Thank you so much. And, okay, I'm going to try to piece this together And Svengoolie's on tonight. He's showing the 5,000 Fingers of Dr. T. So I'm going to go get a little pizza and watch that. Enjoy your Saturday night.